Over the years, I've been fortunate enough to play some exceptional golf courses across the world, including locations like Thailand, Indonesia, Tasmania and Singapore to name but a few. And whilst being out there and playing golf is always better than being stuck indoors, I quickly became frustrated with my playing ability. Or should I say, a complete lack of. It would be a rarity for me to break 100. And sometimes even finishing 18 holes would be a mission due to aggravate my lower back every time I swung a golf club. Whilst I should have been out there having a good time with my mates, the competitive nature inside of me just couldn't get past the fact that I was awful at this game. I had so much energy and passion for golf, but those feelings quickly turned to anger and frustration by the second tee. It wasn't like it was even one or two problems with the game, it was everything. I topped the ball, I sliced the ball, I duffed it, I'd 3 and 4 put around the greens, I'd find every bit of trouble possible out there. Eventually, I realised that enough was enough, I had to do something about it. And what started off as a journey of just trying to break 100 and finishing 18 holes, I now find myself in a position where I'm even coming close to breaking par a couple of times. Getting a package of lessons with a solid golf coach is an absolute must in order to get back to the basics and fundamentals of the swing. I'd recommend this to everyone over going and buying a brand new tailor-made driver. But lessons alone are not going to be enough. I had to put the work in outside of the lessons too and practice regularly. Beyond hitting balls against the net in an indoor simulator, for the first time in my life, I started working on my putting, which was a step change compared to knocking in a few putts around the practice greens 5 minutes before the round of golf. Suddenly, I'm holing some of those 5-footers instead of leaving them short or pulling them left. After nearly 15 years of back pain, I found a really good physio that was able to get me back in the gym without triggering those recurring injuries. That, coupled with a fitness plan, meant I gained anywhere between 10 and 15 yards in distance with my irons and driver. Best bit of advice I received, you have to put the work in off the course to see the results on the course. As well as strength and conditioning, it can also really help with mobility and movement. Now, am I going to bulk up and hit 400-yard bombs like Bryson? Absolutely not. But small gains here and there, they can go a long way for us weekend golfers. And whilst the simulator data and numbers helped me with some of the early analysis, I actually found that most of my improvement came from heading back to the local range and hitting real balls in the outdoors. You can call me old-fashioned, but there's something about being able to watch the full flight of a ball that your $25,000 simulator and projector just can't quite replicate it for me. Another step on this journey for me was getting fitted. I've got clips here from the Titleist Centre in Singapore where they fitted me earlier this year for the new SM9 wedges. Talk about a game changer. I cannot emphasise enough the benefit I've had from having clubs and shafts that are built for my swing. After getting my new wedges, I was up from the crack of dawn until they turned the floodlights off at some of the short game areas working on my game. From chips to 50-yard pitch shots to splash bunker shots, weekend golfers like me and you, we're not going to hit 18 greens in regulation, but we can work on getting the ball up and down more frequently. This part of the game doesn't even require athleticism either. I played with a 70-year-old bloke the other week. He was an absolute magician around the greens. Talk about Houdini, this guy was something else. It's been a long journey, and it's had plenty of road bumps along the way, but we've not quite reached the finish line yet. Over the last 12 months, I've adapted my golfing goals to the progress that I've been making. Looking back, I've managed to see some real development compared to where I was at a few years ago. My handicap has actually come down from 23 to 6.3 in the last 3 to 4 years. But strangely, I've seen the most rapid improvement over the last 12 months, where I've gone from breaking 90 to breaking 80 and even breaking 75. I owe a lot of that progress to some of the YouTubers out there posting some amazing content. And since I benefited so much from some of that content, I've decided that I'd also like to try and add something back to the online community by creating some fun, light-hearted and ultimately relatable golf content.
Yeah!
Hopefully, most of you out there will find this interesting or even helpful. And if you are excited to see more content, please like and subscribe so that you don't miss out on any of the action. Whether you're just playing once every few weeks or you're trying to get out there more regularly. Either way, I hope that you'll be able to resonate with some of the ups and downs that I have on the course and off the course. Kind of like this hole-in-one. That wasn't actually a hole-in-one. I promise you, you'll also get to see some incredible golf courses. From the Straits of Johor to the beauty of Bangkok, or even the delights of Bali. Thank you for watching, guys. See you all out there on the course real soon.